Hey, my name is Justice Niara. I have been an artist, a visual artist, for 4 years now. And I have been wanting to do a series called Art Imitates Life for quite some time, but life be lifing. So this is my first episode. Now, most of the time when people think about the terms art imitates life, they're really thinking about how art tends to be influenced by life and culture and what's going on. And although that is true, that is not what I mean when I say art imitates life. I started painting after getting sick, almost dying, and finding a hidden talent out of nowhere. But during that time in my life, that is honestly when I learned the most about myself. And I learned the most about myself through art, really. And that is when I first came to the conclusion that art imitates life in a way that I have not necessarily heard people say it. So now I have grown to form my own beliefs about art and its importance, about creativity and its importance in the grand scheme of things. Now, one thing that I believe is that God gives us talents and gives us interest and gives us certain things that we do and do very well. And he gives those things to us as a means to teach us. And when I say as a means to teach us, not necessarily just about life, but to teach us more so about ourselves. Because the more we learn and more we know about ourselves, the more we actually do know about life, because we understand how we react to life. All right, now, lesson number one. The first lesson I do believe that I learned, or I noticed that I learned about myself through art, was that a lot of my procrastination I used to think would come from, you think that you don't do something because you don't want to do the thing, right? And so a lot of my procrastination I used to think came from me not wanting to do the thing. Whatever that what was. It was not until I started doing art where I realized that my procrastination actually stems from the how and not the what. And when I say that, I mean that I learned that streamlining my process is very important to me. And that's not just in art, that's in life, when I intentionally take the time to make sure that my process doesn't cause me stress, that I have all of the tools that I need to succeed, that I don't have to look for this, that. When I am intentional about planning out my process, I don't procrastinate as much. I don't have as much distaste about whatever it is that I'm doing. And I tend to get the thing, whatever it is, done better. I don't know. For me, that was a big lesson, because I didn't think that is something that I needed in everything, in all things. I didn't think I needed to always streamline my process. So after I realized that I needed to streamline my process, and I finally absorbed that lesson, that's what you see me doing now. Streamlining my process looks a lot like organizing my paints, organizing and getting rid of the dried brushes, making sure that I have adequate organization so that it's easier for me to find different paint colors. It's easier for me to mix things up, So I'm doing that now so that I won't continue to procrastinate on this piece that I've been procrastinating on, because it's not that I don't want to complete the piece. I had to realize and find that I just did not want to have to deal with all of the calamity, all of the destruction and just whatever that I had, built up. And in life, for me, that looks like now one way that I have been able to take that art lesson and turn it into a life lesson. I am right now in school. And we all know how procrastinating is when it comes to papers. Baby, have not been wanting to do them papers. But last week I decided, maybe it's not the papers. Maybe it's not necessarily that I don't want to do the papers. maybe my process. Maybe I need to take a better look at my process. So last week I revamped my process, changed some things around, and I now read all of my, resources, my whatever chapters for that week that I need to do. And I proactively did all of the citations, that I need. Whatever popped out to me, I just went ahead and wrote it out as a citation, and that's how I made my notes. When I say just doing that and being intentional about my process, how much that helped me in my assignments last week, how much that helped me just stop BSing a little bit and go ahead and do it. And it was easier for me to get up and do it because I knew that I was already prepared. So, yeah, life lesson 1. If you keep finding yourself procrastinating, you keep finding yourself struggling to do things, you keep finding yourself just not wanting to do something, don't look so hard at whatever it is, whatever that task is. Look a little bit deeper into the process. Maybe that's what you're rejecting. And yeah, we can always change our processes. So yeah, hopefully my art lesson will help you in your life as it has helped me in mine. But until the next time, art imitates life.